I thought you'd do it on the cloud. So
Wait.
All right. I'll edit it and I'll prepare it in case I have it. I'd rather have it and not use it than want to use it and not have it, right? Okay. We're live. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Let's bring everybody in.
ready?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Checking all this out there. Hello. I'll put a couple things. Hello, Beth in Tampa. You're not that far from me right now. Hello, Brian Beatty. By the way, love the shirt. Look at that. Yeah. Hello, WC's. Cheryl Rowland. Oh, Cheryl, hello. I caught you coughing. I waited just so you started coughing, and then that's what I chose in there. Hello, Gary Henderson, Michael Machette, James Anthony. Look at it. I didn't see all this. Ken Cook. Ken, hope you're doing well, my friend. Karen Weatherford. Hello. Um, cannot wait till we get out to the Texas area again. Hello, Nell. Paul. Okay. Tom DiBartolo, Amy Gibson. Hello, guys. All right. Shar, you guys, Shar's about to be really busy on our memes, so I'll just put that out there. I know Daniel's getting close. You guys, we have such a campaign on that. Okay, I'm gonna get right to this. Let me go to my view. We're gonna cover clustering, and I'm gonna go very involved in it today. I'm also gonna work in Rory 3. So give me a second, I'll pull that up.
I'm excited to have Rory on Thursday night. How about you guys? And you know what? I think some people forgot. You might want to get a message out to your groups right away. And I just thought that, so I'm going to do it. I figure I'd remind you guys while you do it. Don't forget.
Yeah, so this is okay, here it goes. I'm gonna go into this. Clustering and the way we like it's all about the circular marketing effect and how we tie things in. And I'm going to go into Rory 3 today. Um, you're probably going to see things that might look a little bit different than yours, and it's because I'm working on the full version of what we're training on the full version of rank math, the full aspects of things. So if you see something on here that you don't have, just know that's part of the advanced training. I'll just put that out there. I'll try not to cover the advanced stuff. I'll just do the basics as much as I can today. I'm gonna go here to visit site. And I've got a whole different approach in my front end here. But what I'm going to worry about today, we're going to go to beauty and cosmetics. And I'm going to, point out here, I got American Beauty, I got beauty products, I got the skin, replenishing balm. I got stuff in here that we no longer actually are directly marketing, and I got some cleanup to do. So, you guys, this is my experimental one. This is stuff I run on. It's all good. I just need to add some stuff in here. And this American Beauty page, I'm actually going to open this up. I wrote this page and it ties to the brain. And I wrote this a long time ago. This is in 22. To me, that's a long time. I'm leaving that article out there. It drives stuff. I'm going to let that run, but I'm going to edit the page and just show you Oh, I still got Yoast on here. Well, we'll let that sit. Let's see. All right, so I got this page. I'm gonna, and that's fine. I'm gonna get out of this page for right now, and I'm gonna do the other page. So I'm gonna explain the clustering as I put it in here. So I haven't copied over the clustering page that we just did on 1F16 to here, but I am going to now. So I'm gonna go to new page. At the same time, I'm gonna go to beauty and cosmetics and open that up. Open up all things. And definitely need more stuff in here. And I'm going to add the all things. So under headlines, I have the new F16 update folder here. This is the headlines and ad training. Everybody should have this. I'm going to I'll share the link really quick in the chat. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull up the new cluster page, which is what we're going to be training on ageless beauty, right? And I have this version I did for the pages. I'm going to come here to beauty and cosmetics. Obviously, I got Google AdSense running. And what I mean by obviously on beauty and cosmetics and all things, technically I can use the same thing on both of them. I've already got approval. I don't have to worry about anything going on. So if I do it once, I can do it on the other one. However, that being said, I still like to differentiate it. Okay. Now, as a rule, we want to have 3, 4 sentences to explain the index item. This is one sentence on this one. So I'm going to correct that since I see it. Um, Okay, so I got that there. I'm also going to add in the other one. So I'll hit enter. We know it's got to be a headline or a heading 4 or a heading 3. Apologize. You can tell right away it wasn't the right size. And I got one image on here. I do want to add the other one. And I really like putting that luminous product. I mean, that kind of says a lot of words. Like people that are looking for that type of thing, that it has it there. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to go plus image. We'll go to the media library. I don't have it in here. I don't. But I am going to go to hit upload files, select files, and I'm going to go into our shared folder. I'm going to go to I'm going to go to Velveeta. I think I put it in here. Right. I'm just gonna add a new folder in here and I'm gonna add it to this. That went crazy, didn't it? Okay, hold on. Go to downloads. There. So here to there. There we go. I had them on my computer. Now I'm putting them on here so we all have them. That's great. There it is. And I really do want all the products like in here for the use of it. I'm going to copy and paste them in here. It'll tie in the image, but I really should put them all in here, right? So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna load them in here. You guys, everybody with a new site has all these in anyway, but I'm gonna put them in here so I have them. That's great. You guys just saw how I did it. I'm gonna add this one to the image, and I'm gonna align it right. I'm gonna go to like 220. That's too big. I'll go 200. Let's go 180. We got to keep it. That's about as big as I dare go. I am gonna kick that up. Okay, and then I have the new page that I'm creating, and it's ageless. I'm gonna go ahead and publish this. And I'm not going to worry about all the other stuff. I'm going to have I have a I'll have rank math on here. I'm not going to teach that today apparently because it's not there. But I'm going to do everything else, right? So I'm going to come here to the new cluster page. I got this, which is here. I'm going to tweak it so it's original on here too. So I'll go ahead and save this page. That way I can do this and tie it to ageless. And ageless on here, but not on, like, I copied it over. I don't want it to go to the 16.com. I wanted to go to Rory 3, right? So ageless, so pull it up. There we go. This one to ageless 2. So I like how that states. I like the whole thing about it. But I'm going to copy this and I'll take it to my all things beauty page and add it to both, right? And again, I have Google AdSense. Ideally, I would put different things there. It's great, but I'm going to do this one different. This is too short. I mean, I look at that and like, what was I thinking, right? It's okay. I'm going to fix it now. And then obviously I got to back this all up. So, okay. And this is literally a play that we can play on for other stuff that's there. But I got Asia's Beauty, American Beauty. I'm going with that. Now I'm going to come down here. Clearly, I notice a problem. I don't like the way that, I mean, it's bold, right? This goes to beauty products. Curse Cosmetics is something we no longer market. I'm gonna leave the page alone, but I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take this out too. And you guys, I've been experimenting with this stuff to make sure to see what we get out of it. It's fine. This goes to the remove wrinkles page. I'm just gonna pull that up for kicks. That one goes to Velavitas. That's fine. I'm gonna leave it alone. And so that's coming off my page there too. And this goes to lose weight, which I know what that page is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And go to all things. This has way more stuff on there. And you guys, I always like Rory 3 has so many pages and me testing things for the years. It's there, but I'm down to four things right there, right? Four? Four. Okay. So I got this back to where I really need to have it. That's great. I'll go ahead and hit save. I am going to come here to my backup, right? And I'm going to category pages. And I'm laughing because I don't have a backup of these, and I'm creating one right now, right? But I'm laughing because when I had a different backup system, and I just noticed I didn't do it on here. So like, if you notice it's not there, you just great. I'm gonna back it up right now, right? Just I'm gonna do it now. So this has all the Yoast stuff that's there. I'm gonna carry that forward. So I get beauty and cosmetics, keyword, meta, oops, keyword slug, meta, and then I'll go ahead and grab that information. There's the slug. Beauty. And I'll show this again because you're gonna have to do it. And you guys remember, I'm in Yoast. Yoast is no longer, right? We're in transition right now. And some of you already have it. Some of you are getting it in the next few days. It's a fun time here. Night Beauty and Cosmetics. I'm gonna click up here, code plugin, copy, exit, save for good measure. Like that, paste that. That's backed up. Boom. I can close that. I'm in the all things and go ahead and hit code editor, grab all things cosmetics. Grab the slug and the meta. Pick that up. Save. Close. Now I'm going to come here to grab the code, right? Ageless, ageless, ageless is all three of the areas. I'll go ahead and put them in here now. They'll transfer over, but ageless, ageless, and the meta. You want to put the meta in there? That's really odd of me. That's okay. I'll type one in there. And I want to grab this and I want to show you guys a trick. When I create something like this, you can't edit because I freeze it because we don't want anybody to change it. And I'm in here and I'm working. I can just come to like drive. Let's go home. I can go new doc, and I can take that backup code and I can paste over it here. And then I can go find. And what I want to do is I want to find anywhere that's 1F16. And then I want to replace that with Rory 3. Replace all. Now I know anywhere that made a reference, it's going to go here. Now I might lose an image. I might have an issue with that, and it's fine because I have the images on my site to key in. The next thing I'm going to do is actually before I do that, let me just copy this. I'm going to check this out. I might want to I might want to rethink that. So all the images are fine except for luminous. So I'll just backspace that. Gonna add that in. It's because I changed the name of it from what it was before. I know what I did, but it's okay. You guys don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna line right. Again, 200 probably. And this right here goes to that username. Now for me, it's the same username. That's fine. But if I wanted to, in this document, I could do a find and replace, and I could type United, and I could change it with whatever other username I want to use. So like Stags or someone else's, right? That's fine. I could do that and replace all. And that would change all the Bella Vita links before I copy and paste this in to the new page. Or you can go through and change them all individually. It's the same difference, right? Same difference. Now I'm going to grab that code, that link. I'm going to put that there, put a new tab and apply. And then I'm going to put that up. Let's see. Obviously, I need to go through and modify all this page at some point, right? And I need to put this new thing in there. So I'm going to do that. For what I have on Rory 3, I'm going to do a meta description, which will be the beginning of my article page, right? So I'm going to do that. Um, anti-aging and anti-aging, um, age reversing. Okay, that becomes my backup too. So I'm going to go back here to category pages. I need um, create that. I need to go back to here. I need to go to beauty and cosmetics. Um, I'm going to show you a Google Drive trick. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to click. I have like old pages or pages that are uncategorized now. So I uncategorized pages. So I click on that, right? I just did that, right? I'm going to have a bunch to put in there. So I come here to backup and I'm going to go back to help beauty and cosmetics. And I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 of those are no longer part of that main beauty and cosmetics. I'm going to right click, I'm going to hit organize and move. And because I already clicked on that folder, uncategorized pages, it brings it up to a selected one. So you have to, if you want to put it there easy, you just have to open it first and then come back. And then because you went there recently, it's going to pull it up there. Move. All right, now I'm going to go new, Google Docs, create and share. All right, and ageless. Well, because I want to back this page up, right? Now I'm going to come back here. I do want the hyperlink. I'll grab that. I'm going to make my page ageless beauty, even though it's ageless. The forward slash ageless is all I care about. That everybody has that for the memes. It's going to match up. I am going to go to I've done something to upset it. Consecutive sentences. I'll deal with that. There's a space issue I know about, so oops, undo it. Undo, undo. January 3. I'm going to go to home. I want this. Rory 3 is long. I just want the long one on this one. And I'm testing things out. You guys can just see what I do. This consecutive sentence thing is like driving me nuts because I don't see it. I'm pretty good about not writing that, but you know, it says it's there. And it's not highlighted for me. So that's all right. We're going to a new one anyway. I'll deal with that later. Now we're going to go to the clustering aspect. So I've got this page now on here. I'm going to save it. I am going to come here and I'll close that out. I am going to come to dashboard. I'm going to go to appearance and menus. And I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I am going to add the A-list beauty page. And even though AG comes before AL, I'm leaving all things beauty and cosmetics there. It's going to be the one exception. And I'm going to take this one off here because I have a lot there and it's fine. Right. And you guys, this is going to be like I got to tell you, like Rory 3, we're going to work on clustering, but I have so much old content, directed content, test content. And some of you might feel like you have that. And I just got to go through and clean it up. Like I need to spend a solid weekend to clean it up. And I'll get there in priorities. Aegis Beauty's done as far as it's on there and I need to modify it. But what I want to talk about is the clustering. So what I'm going to be doing is creating cluster pages and explain why it works the way it does and so on. And it's just to derive it. So the main important thing is this main page, which is ageless. That's where it's all going. So it has to pull up rory3.com ageless. Our memes are going to have this. This is where we're going to be marketing. It's the perfect word. According to ChatGPT and a lot of research that Daniel and I was doing when we were going this direction, ageless is the keyword we're going to focus on for our marketing. So when we do our consensus marketing, it's going to be everybody's domain / ageless, and we're going to have specific memes with images of the products from the Jeunesse line. All right, so I click on this, it goes there. That's what it's going to be. It's / ageless. I have ageless beauty on the one I'm doing on this. That's great. But as long as ageless is the slug, then the marketing we do on the memes is going to make sense. It's going to work that way. Perfect. Okay. Now, clustering. I've got all the stuff that's in here. It's a big long page focused on every single one of them. I want to emphasize something. I'm gonna take this off the share. You can copy information from your cluster page to the individual page, but I'm going to recommend that you don't. Make the cluster page an informational page. It kind of has the benefits and even some of the details in there that come like what the company provides, whatever else. Then when you create your individual page, those should be stories about what the product's done for you or helped in other things. You want to make that more of a storyline and then want more information, go there. The more original you can make the associated page to the cluster page, the better. All right. Now I know I've taught you can take part of it. Now you can. There's and it's kind of changed in philosophy over the past several years. So it used to be if I wrote a cluster set and I could take like and I talk about 8 products. product number one, whatever I say on product number one, I could copy it verbatim and paste it in a associated page and add to it. You can do that, but that better be less than 10% of the content. Can't be half of it, can't be a third, 10%. I'm going to tell you, if you really want the results, just don't make it the same. Google doesn't, they want associated content, not duplicated content. So you can do it if it's 10%, but I highly recommend that you don't create any duplicated other than our little thing on the bottom. We're already putting that thing on the bottom that is duplicate everywhere, 10%. Now, your offer pages should all be minimum 600 words. I'm going to go with what Niall's been teaching everybody, which is 750 to 1,000. We want videos on every one of our pages at some point because the video content does it, right? People won't read for 15 minutes, but they will watch a 50-minute video. I can prove it to you on the stats all day long. We like to watch things, and especially if it's entertaining. So, or a train wreck, or all these things that people fall into, right? We can have fun with that. Now I'm gonna oh my gosh, you guys, I worked on something today, and we've been working on it for a while, but we made really good progress today. And we are going to be adding elements to how we do online marketing. I'm going to blow your guys' mind out. Like we're adding some other elements, and today was a big day forward, and some stuff's going to start in the next near week. So I'm going to tell you guys, you guys are dedicated. You're here on Thursday. We're gonna roll things out, and I think I might roll out some of these bigger things on a Thursday so that we can take care of those that are dedicated on the Thursday nights. There's more things coming. You guys, I just gotta put this out there. Our MSIs do such a good job protecting the house, making sure things run, and it's freed me up to go do things that make it better for us. And so every time you guys see something roll out, know that it's with amazing gratitude to our leadership, everybody on Goya, our MSIs, PSIs, GSIs. If they weren't doing their things, I couldn't do what I'm doing on this to expand our potentials. And it's about to get really fun. Like really, really fun on top of what we're doing now. So forward pressing. Okay, back to this. Cluster, you want referring pages. So I'm going to give you some examples of that here as we push this out. I wanted to show you guys how to get that new page on there because this is the new page. It's a main page, right, for this product line. Again, this video is going to change. This is just a hold video for 15 seconds. It's going to change. And when it does, everybody will get uploaded the new one. So use that code, know it's coming, right? We're getting the groundwork out there. We're going to start marketing it. Those memes are going to be there. And by the time the memes are there, this will be in place. Okay. A lot of Google AdSense. I love it. They optimized Rory 3. I did a test with Google and my income after the test went up 7% just from ad placement changes. That's I'll take it. It's free money. So I'm gonna look at one of these products that I've been taking already, and it's probably gonna be the Reserve. I was gonna write about Luminous. I've been using the skin cream, the skincare. The night serum feels really good on your skin. The cleanser's great. This is a top-notch skin program, and there's gonna be some really good things on there. But what I'm gonna talk about is Reserve. You do the NMN, the blue. I have Reserve in here, right? It's on the bottom. Oh, there it is. Reserve. Okay. So it's here. I'm gonna edit the page. Have the page to edit here. I'm gonna go new page. And I'm gonna do it by Reserve. I spelled it wrong, right? Jeunesse. Now I'm going to bring this up. Key phrase I want is reserve. Slug I want is reserve. I'll do a meta description and just go. Nobody knows where to go look at it. So I just grabbed it from chat.
How do you do? My name is Jason Zhang, Double Diamond Director at Jeunesse Global. So sorry, my English is very poor, so forgive me. I will try my best. Okay? So in 2009, I was very sick. I had
Right. So there's different things in here. So it's like, you pick and choose some information. There's a lot out there, right? Like we haven't, 2009 is when he got on it. Let's see, when? Twenty 2010. All right. So I don't know if that's so I'll put this here. I'm gonna go save draft mode. Because this is gonna be uncategorized for now. I'm gonna get it done, but I'm gonna start building out these cluster pages, or sorry, referral pages to the cluster page, right? And then I'm always gonna want to have the full more details can be found. I'm gonna go ahead and make this I'll make it like a heading 4. and I'll make it like purple like I like to do. I still got to go to my other pages. I'm going home. Again, I use this version of the call to action on the bottom of every page, but I got to have at least 10%. I need to have like another, I need to have 10 times this in content, which I will. But for those of you that have smaller ones, that's why we did a smaller. I've been testing something as far as this on the bottom line, and I'm still going to put that in there. So every one of the new pages I build will have that, right? So there's reserve, Jeunesse Reserve. It's a draft. I'll be working on it. And then I have a page to go market, work on the keywords. And when you see the new way that Rank Math works, you'll see why this makes even more sense now. But what I'm going to do is write this out. Now I've been taking it, right? So I do want a video here. So video here. No, I'm probably gonna modify that. I wanted to have a lot more underneath me, like a couple months worth, and kind of edit that. But this reminds where I'm going with it. I actually love the taste of it. I should just say something like that. I absolutely. Okay. Yost is giving me all greens. We're used to doing all that, but we're gonna go over the numbers. I'm at 274. I'm not even quite halfway really of what I need to have. Right. And this is something we know to be the case. So for those like just that's what we need to have in there. Okay, so I'm gonna come here. I want to put an image. Um, the line right. And this will also be my featured image that we use in when that gets there. I'm gonna come here and change the size. This is gonna be reserve. This is gonna go to United Link. Okay. And then this is gonna need to be sized 200. Yeah. Okay. Highlight the taste, but I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna hit enter, and I'm gonna make that a heading 3. I'm gonna make it blue. I could go purple to kind of match the color code here, but I'm not going to. I am gonna take it up 1 notch, and then I'm gonna come here and hyperlink. And this would be an example of a extension page, right? So I'm not gonna put this in the categories per se. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to post this out there. I'm going to share this as an individual link. But what I can do on my ageless page, all right, I didn't really need to back this up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to my reserve page and tie it back and forth. So I'm going to give it a link from there to here and here to there. So I come down here to reserve. I need to modify this and make it different, right? And I'm going to come right here. I say all this stuff about it, and then I'm going to go right to like here, and I can kind of put it any way I want. I'm gonna do a heading 4 and offset it to the right. I just realized I gotta do this thing right here, this registered trademark. So um I'll just put a nice little referral link here to reserve. Oh, I can't link it till I publish it, right? Okay, I'll go ahead and publish it just so I can do that. Right. Obviously, video there. I know I need to create that. So I state that here. It's here. It's on my notes to work on. And I'm going to continue to put the content. And again, the more personal the story on it, the better it is. I know what it's supposed to do, right? And it's out there. This is the stuff that's in it. Yes, I see. Right. Oh, cover it, put a story on it. I know that it's out there, and I also want to be for keywords. I want to do all that. So when you're doing your rank math reserves a keyword. Jeunesse reserve is another keyword. And then heart health, or I could do like health serum, and then would be creating pages around those five keywords, with the main one being reserve, right? The starting cast, and then the supporting actors are the other ones. It's here, it's coming together. This is not done, right? Not done, but this is the idea. So it's going to be, and I'm going to do one of these for every one of the products eventually and ongoing, and then start deriving things on there, and tying to different storylines and what's there. And every page we want that we create, we want a video. It helps, especially if it's tied to our own YouTube channels, and if not, then general, and we all share depending on the product or what we're marketing. This product does taste amazing. Dave's is probably one of the top sellers of the Jeunesse line, and so I like to dive in what it is, put it out there. But there's a lot of people that haven't had access to the Jeunesse products, and they're about those that were getting it on the channels it was on, such as Amazon. It's going to be gone. We're not going to be able to get it on eBay and Amazon. So we're going to be able to really push this out, and people are going to be looking for it. People have been buying this for years. There's a lot of people that swear by it, and that's good that they can look for it. So that's our marketing ploy to put this out there. Again, I'm not going to put it in my drop downs. I'm going to put it as a page I post specifically out there, and then I want for keyword recognition. And it doesn't take long to get that out there, and the better I do my story on it, great. Get that video, but this is going to be tied to it. Now, what's good is on this page, I'm tying to it. This is tying back to it. And if someone clicks this and clicks this and goes back, and we show it, Google will see the path that people are taking, and that's what we want to create, right? So any type of a call to action to it or for more things. So on the cluster page, I do want to start getting in a habit of saying there's a lot more here. Check out that page. Here's some stuff here. You want, for more information, go here. Always type of that thing. So this is like a general information page, stack a lot of details. The stuff that I say here, I'm going to use that. That's great, but I'm going to say this a different way, and then I want to tie it to the other page, right? And that's kind of the idea of the clustering is we're going to build a big page and then cluster out. And some of these products might work really well together. Well, that could be a page that talks about that, so clusters back. There's really no, I mean, it's endless, right? And if you have a product that works for this or works for that, and it's a testimony specific to a ailment or a suffering, that could be a page of its own that also clusters back and forth and rotates through. I could list, about here, for specific things about heart health, click here. I can specify it down, have a list or an index, like a small index on this page, all about other reserve articles. See a list of all the other articles about this here. Da, 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 da. And what that does is give social proof. When someone's reading it, there's a lot of information about it, but we're also trying to correctly create traffic and validated traffic so that we can rank higher. And this is what the clustering effect allows. It also gives you a really good writing direction, content map, if you will, to do it. All right, I'm going to come here. We're going over a little bit tonight. I see everybody's like engaged. This writing style works for so many areas that we're in. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about our wine pages. All right. If you have recipes, the clustering with wine recipes. So I'm going to give you guys a really good example of clustering. We've been doing it a lot more than you guys realize. Every single category page is utilizing the cluster effect. Every single one. So what we're really doing is kind of borrowing the indexing and tying to other pages that connect to it. It's the same exercise, only it's not a category page. It's a full-on information page that ties into that. But it's the same, we're doing the same thing. Like it's been proven for a long time now that it works. When we're doing the wine pages, for those that have a lot of recipe pages, you should have those indexed in a directory of, wine and wine recipes, almost like its own like category page or whatever else. But you should definitely be listing the recipes and organizing them, and then having another page. It could be another type of an index page that organizes the same pages based on holiday foods or recipes for holidays. Like you want to have multiple tie-ins to the recipe. So this is something we're always working towards with the wine pages specifically. And for this reason is we want to tie that out there, because then if someone comes in there off of one of the index type pages or the clustering pages and they're clicking back and forth and around, it's going to help validate that. Now, on a subject such as wine recipes or wine pairings, that is such a very popular item online. And getting listed on a page with that is only going to happen when you got recognized validity. So we want to definitely drive that. And for those that have a lot of content like that, the clustering should happen. Now, the clustering pages, you don't need to have them in your dropdown. You could. It could go into cooking, food, and wine and tie it in there. Absolutely could be an index item on that category. Absolutely could. But you don't have to. You could be a page you're marketing out there specifically for the index approach and another doorway into our marketing house. That's probably one of the examples that I wanted to put out there, because some of us have a lot of pages like that, right? A lot of pages. And when we start tying in the keywords, because now we can go to 5 keywords per page. Every one of, we can have keywords that talk about the wine, keywords on the recipe itself, or a main ingredient or the topic of it, right? So all this is going to tie in effect, but we're going to be we're going to be doing a lot more projects that involve clustering because we want to tie in validity based on the linking. And the one of the best things we can do is consistently create a clustering effect throughout your entire PBS. Just make it part of the theme on there so it goes through, because if it's a dominant trait of your writing style, as people go from page to page, you're going to start getting trained to look for other link pages, and getting that exposure from people that are aware of it is a key element. Like if you just do it once in a while, people are probably going to miss it. But if it's part of your what I just say, if it's part of your construct or something that you do throughout the theme of your entire PBS, that's what you want to go for. Right now, I've been teaching you guys this a lot back and forth, but we're getting more and more direct as we see it work. And now that we are properly indexing, we are doing a lot of things that the technologies allow us to do, and the server speeds allowing us to, really be present and allow things to happen. I mean, you guys haven't seen it yet, but you literally can, with what we've adapted, you can literally submit each of your pages for instant indexing with Google through the rank math process. And I'll teach you guys all this. It's all in there. And we're next week. A lot of you are gonna be having it. We'll get it all done. But there's a lot of things that we take advantage of, and it's all included. So I'm going to just, we'll keep pressing on it. I know we have a great teacher. Like Candace will be doing this next week. We'll be working on more of these pages in this direction. But over the next several weeks, we're going to be really focused on that main page and then the clustering effect of linking pages, and really spreading out from the cluster to a more detailed or story of the product use. Remember, stories sell, facts tell. People want stories. People want to hear about things. If they're looking for something and that's going to help them in elements, they want to hear from somebody that worked for somebody else. We've got to really press that. And one of the things that we all should be aware of, and I'm going to say this is an area that we're weak at. We need to put testimonial pages together. This like boom, 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 boom of the community on a product, on every product that we have, that we can say, hey, we're going to, get everybody to use it. Now I put this out there, the GNS products, we all just started getting them. So we're gonna have things to talk about later. But we have a lot of people here that can just go over the Velveeta snaps. Definitely about Tune. I can talk about Tune forever. These are things we really should be doing a better job of, those type of things in the presentation. So when we have our next live event, we are definitely going to have some breakout times and capture this. And we also should be submitting them and compiling them. I can tell you my personal editing skills, and I know there's a lot of MSIs are doing great at this too, but my personal editing skills are getting really good at splicing things together. I've been really focused on that. And that's media and content creation is a very big part of what we're doing now. You guys, we are going into very awesome directions on marketing and reach online, that's taking blogging and video content and social media marketing and social media content out more. We're going to be doing a lot more of it. All right. And we're also going to be pushing some creative envelopes for a lot of people, because we've been figuring out how to get more people in front of our pages, how to drive more traffic to our PBSs. And when you get people in there, you want to captivate them. You want them clicking on the site more and more and more for two reasons. Well, the obvious one is the more they click around, the more the odds of them interacting and creating a sell happen. The other is the more a visitor clicks through your site, through your PBS, the more Google is going to love you. They care about eyeballs, time on your site. If people are spending 5, 10, 15 minutes, the more the better you rank in value to Google and the ads and the stuff that's represented. Big deal. And so when we're building the construct of our PBSs going forward, anything we can do to interact and get people to click more and stay on our site, that's what we want to accomplish. So you'll notice I've been putting new photos in from the old to the new version of what the new students get. On the side, we have crisper photos. You know, since 2008, the quality of images has really increased. And you can do them small still and put them on there. So you'll notice some advances there. You also will notice that when we're clustering, the image can be off the same cluster page to the individual page can remain the same. The image is fine. And actually, cohesively, they click on it, they see it again, they recognize it went to the right place. It's actually kind of good to do that in the clustering effect. You don't need to have multiple different pictures. So like, when they click on reserve and they go to the reserve page, they see the same product, they know they're in the right place. Just that image, I guess the subconscious awareness that it's the same image lets them know that they're in the right place, they're navigating through so they can dive in for more information without delay. And then again, we want to drive them to get more things, drive to the buy page. And what else do we have to offer? So we want to do anything we can to captivate them for as long as possible and as many clicks as possible. And so when I go over the method for the madness of clustering, as I'll call it, it's to serve three purposes. One, to really prove out that we are a valid source of information for those keywords based on users. The other is for navigational experience. And then the third is to be part of an overall mapping out of your site or I guess the behavior you want to teach. Those are coming through that all your pages link to more information so that they get accustomed to it pretty much subconsciously, which will drive all the right activities we want for our users coming in to monetize us better. So we're really going to be dynamically working on the structure because that's where things are going. And if you've ever been on like like Wikipedia, you know, it's really easy to get information and you get more and more and more. We're just taking we're taking plays out of the playbook of successful indexing that Google's recognized and proven out and tying it to our information content sites that are PBSs. So there you go. I went very detailed today on why we do that, but you're going to see a lot more structured clustering with me in my build pages and put the stuff out there. And then when we start doing, I guess I call it specific marketing. I mean, we have a lot to do on frequencies, and we're going to be, and every one of our frequencies pages are going to be a cluster set or should be. We're going to, you guys, we have so much content to write and catch up to what we have to market. That's what we're going to be working on. One bite at a time, we'll get there. But I want you to also understand, I want you to all be better performance bloggers by tying in these attributes that we're doing now. And so when you're, and it's okay if you want to go back and fix things. I just told you, like, I'm looking at Rory 3 going, I could just spend days doing repair work on my own Rory3.com. And it gets traffic, has a lot of people going through it. But, you know, one step at a time, as long as you don't have broken links, you're there. And once you get Google AdSense, it's like you'll get a new umph to keep working. Because you realize I'm going to get paid for this, or it's going to help me get paid. And it does make a difference. So, all right. Well, let's end on that. I went 20 minutes over. We'll see you guys on Saturday. And Saturday, we've got SHG, great overview. And the whole SHG pages, and I'm going to go into this, there's somewhat of clustering in there. And we should probably tie in more on the articles and where to save and on this and that. Again, the same operational processes can be put in those pages too. And it's just going to make things better. And as an article page, anything, we're building article pages. The term for the industry, we call them offer pages because we really are marketing things, but they're articles. And so when you're dealing with articles, you want to start getting a very common format that looks the same page by page by page by page as people are clicking through. And it's mainly to drive the right type of user responses and make them feel comfortable, like it's organized and fluid. And so don't over, I mean, I don't know if you could really overdo the clustering effect other than it's got to be specifics there, and then you want more, it's here, right? We're listing a bunch of things here and why it's there, or categorizing based on this, or supplements that are great for health and why. And we do an article page about it that lists 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, or whatever, and then more information and goes to those other pages. And you can cluster another article, and they all can revert to the same information page or the specific page, like on reserve, for instance. I can tie to that from all these other ones. That's actually what we should be doing. The more reference points it's tied to it, and the more ways those actually work. So if I have 5 cluster pages, let's say, and all 5 have a reserve link to them, right? And I have traffic going to all 5, and all 5 are connecting to reserve, I just proved massive validation for keyword continuity. Anything we do should be structured like that. And that's, that are those type of things are why you're going to rank and stay up there and get to first pages and get that madness going in. And if the whole structure is that way, so it's more like we want to really stress this. This is the way we need to build. This is how you need to think when you're writing it out there. And I want to, highlights for reserve for women. Like here's a list of other pages I've done specific to groups or organizations. Like it's endless when you look at all the different specific angles you can take. But then if you do the clustering, now you have a purposeful direction to go to it. And if you go to one about women, then you can have a thing about, women specific stories on, an incredible liquid collagen product called Youth. And you take it from that to another specific page. Everything kind of linking in that effect. That's where you should be thinking when you're writing things, to where you're literally going to be doing this. You're going to be writing a page and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I need to write a page about this. And so you create a draft. And so you're going to get this one done, go create another one that links, and that'll probably lead to another one that links. So you'll get to where you're like me, where you'll write an article, and then all of a sudden you created 8 pages in all off one direction item, all linking because you know what the effect is, what you want. It's kind of like fishing with the net, but instead of using a baby net, you're adding more girth to the net so you have a better chance of catching the fish. That's pretty much what we're doing. We're building a net, or we're building a web on the web, because we're making it bigger, because we're linking it that way, all to prove validity and all to give a user experience if they want more information or go to deep down. Have you guys ever done a clickbait page and you click on it and it gives you a bunch of ads, a little bit of information, but if you want more, you got to click next and it goes to another page? What I'm talking about is it's the exact same concept they've proven out. We're going to see proof of it out there. And now that I've made you aware of it, you'll be going around going, oh, that's what Rory's talking about. That's what they've been doing. And we'll do it on this thing. The thing is we want to drive them to something else. We want to give them enough teaser information. We want them to buy, but also if they're not watching the video and buying, then we want our content to drive them down and give them more direction and more content. So we're playing several different games at the same time, all about keeping the user there, driving them to more pages and more click activity, and keeping them on our site longer. So you guys, here's the thing about videos, and I'm throwing this out there as knowledge. Every time I put a video and someone watches like a 15-minute video on our PBS, Google is recognizing that they are on our URL for 50 minutes. The longer they spend on average on our systems, the more valuable we are rated. While that video is playing, ads are running. They're seeing the ads and they're calculating all this. It affects everything. So when you guys see this like going, and the thing about it is because of how big of it, the information systems we build on our PBS, if we're all going for this bigger structure direction, we're building a bigger and bigger foundation for creating income in partnership with Google. That's what we're doing. We're creating a bigger collection bowl, the more content we lace and link and everything else. All right. Love you guys. See you on the next training.